and the Gump. Alabama State's Homecoming coming to you now from Black College Live.
This is a Gimme 5 show with Jay Walker and Tiffany. Yeah. You gon' have to give me 5 fingers on it right now.
I'm all excited. You see that?
Wait until they see the strength and hear the win. It's Black College Live. I'ma need 5 on it.
This is what it's all about.
Overtime on it. Lights out.
I'm gonna put him in the front runner seat to be the Black College Player of the Year.
This ain't for fun. I've been going done. They be still trying to clone it. From FAMU to Grambling, I'm on it. Stand on it. Marching 100 how you want it.
We always like to highlight the fraternities and sororities.
119! Oh, shit!
What I wanna, big body. I don't even need a sponsor.
Homeboy was
I be
balling.
stacking comma at the comma. Kiss a guy with good karma. I get it different. I be running.
Bama State University, the Mighty Marching Hornets.
What up, Hornets?
230 strong under the direction of Dr. James Oliver. The students, what's good? Yeah.
Can I say what's up? Singettes do a good job all the time. Always a pleasure to see the Singettes and some honeybee action down here. I'll say this. When you talk about the HBCU landscape, one of the most underrated places to go to an HBCU football game is right here at the Hornets' Nest. When you come here, you better bring it. You gotta bring it.
Jay, did you know that Alabama State is Montgomery's only Division I program?
I did not. Okay.
See? Drop you a little knowledge right there.
Give you a little knowledge here. And, you know, some of the things that make Alabama State unique or tradition, they believe in home. Like, don't come in this city wearing anything besides black and gold. Because if you don't have on black and gold, you're truly an outsider. And we're here for a big football game. The fans are going to need to get into it because they're not going to want to hear this. But the number 1 HBCU football team, Jackson State, arrived in town.
The boos, the jeers. Let me tell you folks, that's Jay Walker. I'm Tiffany Greene, and we are delighted to be here for the homecoming edition for Black College Live from Alabama State University. And this is something of a new tradition because, you know, in years past, many people remember homecoming associated with that very popular Turkey Day Classic.
Absolutely. And, you know, part of my Gimme 5 for the show, I'm going to give you the top 5 homecomings in HBCU football.
The Hornets are facing off against an opponent that cracked the top 10 in all of FCS football. Of course, we're talking about the Jackson State Tigers.
And I think that's something where amongst the HBCU landscape, you got to be proud. I mean, you have to be proud. Anytime you see HBCUs getting national recognition, we haven't had an HBCU rank in the top 10 in quite some time. The job that they're doing right there, the ripple effect, is not over. And I think there's a reason why Jackson State is ranked in the top 10 in all of FCS football.
Outstanding defense, one of the best quarterbacks in the nation. Meanwhile, we talk about the happenings around the HBCU space, and Prairie View A&M is on the hunt for a new athletics director.
Yeah, things that make you say, huh. I mean, normally when the football team is winning, you got the facilities. There's peace all over the place. They've got a really good football team this season, but the athletic director job is open. That's a key job right there. That's a really good job to have because Prairie View A&M has some of the best facilities in black college sports.
All right, so we will have more from Black College Live here on the campus of Alabama State University. We're going to ask the band to strike up a little something. Coming your way next, we'll have power rankings within historically black colleges and universities as told by Jay Walker. We'll be
the devil if we swarm together. So my motto is that we have to swarm as one. And when I say swarm as one, I mean everybody. It has to be the administration. It has to be the mayor of Montgomery. It has to be the councilman. It has to be the coaching staff. It has to be the players. It has to be the board of trustees.
Gonna win, and we all gotta do it. Can't talk about it, be about it. That's how we gonna roll. When hornets come together, better sound in your lungs. 'Cause the high button coming through the horns. Tell the sweat that we gon' swarm, that's one. Swarm, that's one. Swarm, that's one. Swarm, that's one. Swarm, that's one.
Everybody clap your hands. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out. Oh, yeah. Cha-cha, real smooth.
But can I break script for a minute right now?
Okay, let's-
Dr. Ross, come on up in here. Quinn Ross, my homeboy.
The
Y'all president.
of the Alabama State. Come on in here. How you doing, Dr. Ross?
Let's put you on the hot seat. Always good to see you, man. Always good to see you. First question I want to ask you. You tell me something about Alabama State that most people don't know.
Well, first of all, Jay, let me just welcome you and Tiffany to the Alabama State University, the greatest HBCU in the world.
Okay. Okay.
Just saying.
Give me the reasoning behind having a regular season homecoming along with Turkey Day.
Well, listen, times change. And of course, when I was in school, Turkey Day was the homecoming. But as times have changed, we decided that we wanted to give students an experience prior to Thanksgiving, so giving them the opportunity to go home. And it's been a phenomenal change for us, as you can see. We're all excited about this homecoming. It's going to be a great one. And we're happy that you all are here with us, and just thank you for what you do representing all HBCUs.
Now, Dr. Ross, in Jay's Give Me 5, he is going to reveal what he thinks.
What I
the
know.
top
What I know. Stop
homecomings
that. What
are.
I
But
know.
why is Alabama State's homecoming so special?
Well, listen, you can just drive down 85. And when you look at that beautiful stadium that we have, there's nothing like it in the SWAC. So we're the place to be, right here on Alabama State University.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ross. We appreciate you being here. And I'll tell you this, I would argue that you could say that for all of FCS football in terms of
Stadium
the stadium.
sweep.
And they're celebrating their 10th anniversary of that
Last
stadium.
question. Who's going to win the game tomorrow?
Well, listen, I don't make predictions because all of that is done on the field, but I will remind you that this is a homecoming of sorts for our opponent. Because if they remember, this is where they received their first.
All right now. You said, I ain't never scared. Oh, I ain't never scared. Oh.
And sometimes people get amnesia, but they will have the opportunity to remember on tomorrow.
Okay.
All right, big talk. You know what? Coach Shep's going to make the prediction later. So we appreciate you, Dr. Ross,
Thank you,
for
Ross.
stopping by. And this is a great showing here at Alabama State.
Let's check out this week's power rankings. Coming in at number 5, I see the job they're doing down there. The boys from Alcorn State competing in the SWAC West. Look for Fred McNair's team to be in contention. Number 4, the Rattlers are starting to strike and strike some more. Starting to get it together. They're rolling. We'll see what the Rattlers can hold on to. And at number 3, down a spot, North Carolina Central. Non-conference loss at Campbell drops them a little bit, but they still have plenty of talent, particularly quarterback Davius Richard. At number 2, under the radar, going down to Texas, Prairie View A&M, 3-2 and undefeated in conference play. They control their own destiny. Bubba McDowell's got some talent down there in Prairie View. And the number 1 team, is this getting old or getting boring? It shouldn't, because Jackson State is just that good. Shedeur Sanders, Travis Hunter, Aubrey Miller, all the talent they have on this football team, they're competing for not only an HBCU national championship, but an FCS national championship. Jackson State getting it done. And on the bubble, you better pay attention. You heard it here first. Morgan State is ready to compete in the Mid-East Athletic Conference. Head coach Damon Wilson in his first year has the Bears playing good ball.
In 1920, an athletic league was formed and slowly became one of the leading sports associations in the world of collegiate athletics, the Southwestern Athletic Conference. Today, the SWAC is looking towards the next century, growing, supporting, and transforming our intercollegiate sports activities for student athletes and promoting academic excellence. Each SWAC member institution represents a high level of integrity and sportsmanship. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Shop My Elite products for all of your office, home, and school supply needs. With 2-day shipping on over 300,000 products, visit myeliteproducts.com or call Miss Barber at 844-635-4831 to place your order today.
Thanks to Vitamin J Productions for providing that wonderful video from the Step Show earlier this week. Now I have to announce the winners, the lovely ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha
Stop
Sorority
bragging, Tiffany.
Incorporated,
Stop
and
bragging.
also Phi Beta Sigma winners of the Step Show. But Jay, we like to highlight Greeks of the Week, every campus we go to. But there is a special distinction here because the president, the head football coach, and the athletics director, all members of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. So it was only right that they are this week's
Home field advantage.
Greek of the Week, the Gamma Sigma chapter of Omega Psi Phi. We welcome in their head coach, Eddie Robinson Jr. All right, Coach Rob. Q's in the house. You gonna throw up some hooks, a little something. Okay, wait a minute. I like it. You know, we always associate, oftentimes, when people see Q's hopping, purple and gold, right? But there is another side to an Omega man. Give us an insight on what that is.
Well, it's a whole lot more. It's a lot of community service. So a lot of things we're doing people don't see, but it's a lot of giving back to the youth. You know, you have different organizations that we help give out scholarships. So the biggest thing is trying to get young men to get to college campuses and also get their degree and be productive, not just the 4 years they're on campus, but their entire life.
Head coach Eddie Robinson joining us here on the set of Black College Live. Earlier, I heard you put out your call out there. Let me. Are you really cute? Let me hear you bark.
It's a call and response type of thing. It's a call and response type of thing. Now, you're getting ready for a very important football game and facing off against Jackson State. There's been so much talk and build-up and hype. A sellout crowd is expected Saturday. What should we look forward to, and how are the Hornets going to sting the Tigers?
I think the biggest thing, you want to have a physical football game. I mean, we know that they have a good quarterback, Shador, Heisman Trophy candidate, so he's coming to campus, so we got to make it unhospitable. So the biggest thing is be physical, put the Rydels on them, and see what happens after that.
I mean, I hear you coming up with the coach speak.
Yeah.
Now, Jackson State coming here to dominate. That's what they've been trying to say. How do you stop that from happening? And tell me why Alabama State can beat Jackson State.
I think we have the guys on campus that believe that we can win. And so that's the biggest thing. The domination part, you have to bow your head in order to be dominated. So nobody's around here going to bend their neck, and we ain't taking no neck. So we coming out there to win the dang game. I mean, we ain't just here to show up. It's our homecoming, first of all.
Okay.
All right? So they're here for a reason.
Hey, but man, don't get fired up on me, coach. I just asked a question. I like that. But in all seriousness, you played here. You starred here. You played for the legendary coach Houston Markham, and you decided to come back in your very first head coaching job to be the head coach of Alabama State. Give me your reasoning behind that and wanting to come back.
I think the biggest thing is we're trying to win championships. So, Houston Markham was one of those guys. He instilled that. And if you go out there to compete, you're competing to win. So you don't want to just play, hey, we want to do better than the last year. Every year we want to compete and try to put championships on the board. So we know that starts with everybody. So the whole swarm is one is we want to win on every level. So we want to have, the Hornet band has to be the best band. We have to be better than the J-Sets. Sting has to beat the J-Sets. Our cheerleaders have to beat their cheerleaders. The honeybees have to beat their girls. So we have to win on our levels. Our spirit team has to be better than their spirit team. So our president has to be better than their president. So we got to win on
He
our
said,
levels.
winning
That's what we're
at
doing
every
with
level.
this as well.
Hey, you shared a story with us earlier this week, two-time defensive player in the SWAC as you lined up at linebacker back in the late 80s, early 90s. And you shared something that gave an extra boat of confidence because you were facing off against a favorite opponent. And then share that.
Yeah, well, we was playing Tuskegee a couple years ago. Well, about
What? You say Tuskegee? Tuskegee?
about 25 years ago. But they came in, it was the same situation. I mean, highly ranked offense, Maurice Hurd, Jason Holder, those guys. And so, very similar situation. So I think you kind of look back on those type of things, and that's what you tell the kids. I mean, it's not about their coach or me. I mean, I have a bad hip, he has a bad foot. We're not out there on the field. It's about the kids going out there and competing and having fun, and that's what you want to get those guys to go out there and compete, have a good time, and realize the magnitude of this game. It's something that people will be talking about for a long time. So these are the type of games that you want to play, and this is why you come to Alabama State.
Hornets, y'all give it up for your coach, Eddie Robinson Jr.
Hey, Coach Robinson holds the distinction, much like you, Jay, both playing in the National Football League, but there have been multiple players who have come on from Alabama State and made it to the next level. We're talking about Reggie Barlow, the late Tavares Jackson, Titus Howard, who's now representing in the NFL with the Houston Texans.
Legendary list, but let's see who's going to become legendary with the game being played this week. Hey, we're here in the Gump, Montgomery, Alabama, celebrating Black College Live. We've got more on the other side.
Since 1877, Jackson State University has been training students for a life of service and leadership to impact our global society. Ranked among the best HBCUs in the country, Jackson State University offers 47 undergraduate, 37 master's, 1 specialist, and 13 doctoral degree programs. Whether you're interested in the arts, education, public health, the sciences, or business, we're here to take you from ready to JSU ready. Visit jsums.edu and apply today.
Shop My Elite products for all of your office, home, and school supply needs. With 2-day shipping on over 300,000 products, visit myeliteproducts.com or call Miss Barber at 844-635-4831 to place your order today. All right.
Hey, welcome back into Black College Live. Thanks to the Alabama State cheerleaders. And also, you see Stinger? He's got a little prop with him over there.
Everybody showed up. I mean, as you span the crowd, you've got Stinger there, with a tiger.
Oh, man.
With a tiger.
So they're going to beat him down. They're going to beat him down.
Who else we have here, Tip? We got some guests that joined us here as well.
Let's see, some great student athletes. The track and field team is behind. They got like 55 SWAC championships as a program. Their legendary head coach, Richie Bean, in his 24th season. What's up? Shout out to the student athletes, the Student Government Association.
Student government in the house,
hey,
all right.
Wait a minute. The president is here. The SGA president is here, Mr. Dylan Stallworth. What's up, man? How you doing? And standing next to you, the lovely lady in the crown, Miss Aaliyah Robinson, Miss Alabama State University. Okay, 22, 23. And, our good friends at Hoodies and Slides want to present over some nice hoodies to them.
Are they getting some swag?
Some fresh gear, some swag.
Oh, they get some swag.
See, a little crop top action.
Okay. So you bring your friends, you bring your guests.
Yeah.
Now, I'm a football guy.
Okay.
All right. And when you talk about football at Alabama State, doesn't matter who was the coach. You go back from the Cole brothers to the Markhams to Coe to Hill Ely to Jenkins to Robinson today. There's been one constant thing around here.
What's that?
Peter Rabbit. Peter Rabbit. Y'all give it up for Peter Rabbit.
You see, there's such great hospitality in the state of Alabama, and here at Alabama State, they have been so kind to us, so we have to make sure we give them shout-outs.
Give them shout-outs. Peter Rabbit, everybody want to know, and I want to know, how long you been around this school, man?
Ever since I was 7.
Since you were 7, and you are how old now, if I can ask? 74, 67 years of Hornet football.
74.
Hey, you know what? You've seen the good. You've seen the bad. Hopefully you're not going to see the ugly.
Thank you so much for being here, Peter
Rabbit.
Rabbit. Look, he might see some ugly on this list because we got to jump into Jay's Gimme 5.
Uh-oh. Y'all, are y'all ready for this Gimme 5? Are y'all ready for this? I don't know if y'all are ready for this. It's kind of new for y'all. But how about this? It's homecoming here at Alabama State right now, right? It's homecoming. So I'm going to give you the best 5 homecomings in all of HBCU football landscape. All right? Y'all ready? Coming in number 5, let's go on down to Texas. Prairie View A&M does a homecoming. The barbecue is spectacular, the football team's really good, and the band is really good. All right, okay. If y'all don't like number 5, you're really going to hate number 4.
Oh, boy.
You're going to hate number 4. The number 4 best homecoming in America in black college is the T, the U. S-K-E, the G-double-E, Tuskegee.
How y'all feel about that? There might be some fighting words. There might be some problems and situations.
The number 3 top homecoming. Number 3, they've got the best title for one, but they're only number 3 on the list. They call it GHO, which stands for the greatest homecoming on earth, up in North Carolina A&T University. Number 2.
Not making friends here, Jay.
Call it like I see it. Number 2, let's go down the road a little bit. Not too far, but let's go a little bit east. Go a little bit east. A little something they call Spell House Homecoming in Atlanta, the AUC. Spellman and Morehouse combined together. Number 1, hey, the number 1 homecoming, I've always wanted to do this. Will you catch it if I just drop the mic? If I drop the mic.
It's pretty obvious what you're going to say, Jay.
Don't ask me, ask Diddy, ask DMX, ask Drake, ask everybody. The Mecca, Howard University, the number 1 HBCU homecoming in America.
I just can't.
Now before,
I just can't even stand
that's a good one. Somebody said we beat them already on the field. You got that right. You got that right. Good win. But here's why. This list right here is there. We just talked about it. Homecoming is kind of new here at Alabama State. I expect with this type of energy and environment, a couple years, ASU is going to be on that list. How about that? We call that a deal? Y'all take that?
I don't appreciate
that.
That's
mine. On the bubble.
No respect whatsoever for my alma mater, Florida A&M University, the epic homecoming we had last year. But I don't think you made any friends because I don't agree with your list either.
Oh, wow.
So how about that? Tips 2 cents. You know, one thing we can agree on is how we get ready for homecoming, all right? So tips 2 cents. You got to make sure you have the fashion together, right, Miss Aaliyah? That fashion has to be on point, but also the food. Okay, give me some vittles. Make sure I am energized to hit those parties and do whatever is necessary to make it through a long weekend.
Parties, nobody parties like Howard in Washington, D.C.
Again, just dig the ditch. Just dig the ditch.
That's what you do. You need the star power. You need the celebrities. They got a concert going to take place here tonight that the youngsters will do. So that's what makes a homecoming to me. Hey, hit us up on Black College Live if you agree or disagree with Jay's Gimme 5 top 5 homecomings.
Enemies that my partner has made here at Alabama State University, but coming your way next. You know, we talk about all of the things food. I just mentioned that, right? Coach Chef is in the kitchen with Chef Bobby over in the Hornets Nest cooking up some local favorites and homecoming flair. And then we talk about the game preview and, well, you know, Coach Prime's been busy chatting it up.
I love the fact that we're going to play Alabama State for their homecoming. I love it. Quote me. I love it.
Everybody clap your hands. Cha-cha now, y'all. Turn it out.
This is where the formula ends and the magic begins. We take the mold, shake the mold, and break the mold. From late nights in the gym to later nights in the library, we grind. Because if you think greatness is a game, think again. Here, nothing shines unless we all do.
Shop My Elite products for all of your office, home, and school supply needs. With 2-day shipping on over 300,000 products, visit myeliteproducts.com or call Miss Barber at 844-635-4831 to place your order today. Hey, crowd, give it to me. What's that? Alabama.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Who knows?
Hail, Alabama. Hail, hail,
What is a little
Okay.
I like it.
Okay, I see what you got going on now.
Hey, you know what? They might be singing that tomorrow in the stadium, right, Jay? Because we're taking a look at the game preview and getting ourselves settled and ready for a game. You know, I think it was Dr. Ross who made mention of handing Coach Prime his first loss back in that short spring season
brought it back
in 2021. And then after that game, we saw a little trolling going on the scoreboard. They put up the Jeremy Curl picture of Coach Prime back in the day. Played a little Must Be the Money as well.
Must Be the Money.
Okay. So now you think ahead to later in the fall, Jackson State had Alabama State as their homecoming opponent. Now they play a role reversal here. So let's take a listen into what Coach Prime had to say about being scheduled as the homecoming opponent.
This is like a money game, isn't it? This is like one of those games that you invite the opponent so you could make a lot of money, because Jackson State travels deep. They come with all the fanfare, all the love. You know how many fans we travel with. We one of the greatest shows on earth. We're like Wrangling, Barnum, and Bailey Circus, but the black version of it.
I love the fact that we're going to play Alabama State for their homecoming. I love it. Quote me. I love it.
That's old school HBCU football to me. You know, we play the dozens, we bag, we joan, you know, we try to one-up each other. So I think Coach Prime might have got a little sensitive. You know, he acted like it didn't matter, but he's letting you know it mattered what they talked about, what they did back in the day. I just said, you know, hey, you're lucky they didn't play some other music for you. But he's ready for the big payback. And with that being said, we got a big payback, right? There's a football game going to take place.
Indeed. So break it down for me, Jay. Some X's and O's. What do we look forward to?
I think the key for this game is going to be Alabama State's offense. Can they score enough points to hang with Jackson State? When Jackson State comes in here with so much attention given to their offense, Jackson State's defense is really good. So this game right here, if the quarterback freshman sensation, Demetrius Davis, can show up for Alabama State, they got a chance of getting the win. But for Jackson State, the offense has the headlines, where their defense is really good. Aubrey Miller, those guys, Cameron Silver, Craig, they're really good back there on defense. So I think it comes down to, can Alabama State score enough points to beat Jackson State? If they can make it a shootout, they can win this game.
Well, Jay, you always say we can't call the game, but Coach Chef, before he comes on set, he made sure that he had some flavor coming into before he calls the game. Check it out.
I'm here at the ASU Hornets Nest, here with Chef Bobby. Chef Bobby has it smelling good in here, and I mean all of the variety of things. I am so hungry in here, and I'm so excited. Tell you what, Chef, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Chef Bobby, right here at the ASU Hornets Nest. Welcome where the Hornets swarm, baby. Right now, as Coach said, we do smell great in here because we got a whole lot going on. It's homecoming week. We're excited. JSU, I feel sorry for you, you heard me? But we're going to make it better for you because we're going to feed you while you're here. Enjoy some of that great Hornets Nest food, understand?
Absolutely, it smells great.
Thank you, Coach. And that's what we come here to bring. Great flavors, great attitude, and camaraderie as far as student-wise, especially being a former student here at ASU. Upgrading the food to a whole nother level where the flavors are now, I can't even begin to explain, because when I was going here, But I'm just telling you.
Absolutely.
But yes, Coach.
But Chef Bobby, what do you have?
Well, today I came to go ahead and bring you a nice flavor between the old-fashioned shrimp and grits. But I'm doing it with a nice New Orleans, Caribbean, but yet a signature ASU move on top of that.
Okay, that is great. That is great. Smells
so
great.
I'm hoping that you're ready for this. Hope
Right.
your appetite is up.
Yeah.
Okay, Coach.
Let's do it. Let's
get
do
started
it.
then.
Let's get it
do our
going.
thing.
By you. Get it right.
Fine, fantastic. Let's go ahead and get our skillets warmed up real quick, though, Coach. We usually do about like a tablespoon of butter. All right, let's get that popping in the water. You want that to go ahead and solidify and get nice and that flavor in there.
Good. Oh, man. Okay.
Let's go ahead and fire that up real quick. If people don't understand, you got to put that whip game on your grip. You got to look at the flick of the wrist. So let's go ahead and add these shrimp in.
Oh, wow.
Now this right here, I can't tell you, Coach.
Oh,
sorry.
That's a secret?
It's an ASU special blend.
Oh, okay. Well, Chef Bobby, I am a barbecue chef. I'm not behind like in the nest like you are. I mean, you're a creative man. That is great. That's
I
amazing.
enjoy it, Coach.
Smells good and it's amazing.
Ooh-wee. All right, this is so tempting standing in front of me. Coach Chef, we got a special guest here, Chef Bobby. Y'all brought it out. Now y'all have to share with us this spread.
Coach Chef got benched?
I did.
You got benched this week for the
hometown
hometown chef?
The hospitality was exceptional. It was awesome. And then Martha had
Oh.
black eyed peas. And
Let me tell you about Martha. Martha's Table. Martha's Table. In Alabama, the hospitality is so great. I've been coming to the Classic for years that finding food is never a problem. And Martha, Mama Martha, thank you for taking care of your son from D.C. with some fantastic sides. You go to Martha's Table if you haven't been there before.
All right, we need some taste testers back here, okay, after this. But first, we got to get into Coach Chef's
Food
the other
aside,
week, okay?
Food aside, there's going to be a football game played here, Coach. Who's going to win the football game?
Well, I tell you what, that was really, really exciting to hear Coach. He had a lot of spirit, and he's supposed to have a lot of spirit. Coach Robinson, I really, really, really appreciate you're really going at ASU with that kind of spirit. I think they're going to be great. I think they're going to fight hard, probably a couple of quarters. But I'm going to have to, you all paid me to do the prediction. I have to go with JSU.
Coach is going with JSU.
Wait a minute. Chef Bobby trying to take the microphone. Say, wait a minute.
Hey, wait, hold on. As much as I respect you in the kitchen, Coach, this ASU house, baby.
Steve!
Okay.
Believe it, Coach.
Okay.
All right.
So my partner's got his mouth full, so he can't really talk. But I can tell you this: we were so glad to be here at Alabama State
Thank you,
University.
Alabama
Thank you
State University.
Thank you to everyone who made this possible. All right, Black College Live saying, we out.
Yeah, this is a Gimme 5 show with Jay Walker and Tiffany. Yeah. You gon' have to give me 5 fingers on it right now. Wait until they see the strength and hear the win. It's Black College Live, I'ma need 5 on it. If they put